Hello. Today we get start, right? Yeah. Hello. We are
Yeah,
gathered here to conduct yet another debate today, and the topic that we got is mathematics is better than biology. I will be supporting it, whereas Suhani will be against it. We have a new face today, Suhani. Welcome to the debate activity, Suhani, and I hope you
hello.
have a good time.
Yeah,
We already took around 2 to 3 minutes to ideate, and we can start. Okay, I'll be starting first. So yeah, in three, two, one.
okay.
Yeah. Today, I'm here to support saying that mathematics is far better as compared to biology, and I have some strong 4 points to support this claim. Firstly, let me begin. Can we imagine a world without computers in the 2025 right now? Like entire computations come to a binary system, which in itself is mathematics. And when I think about it, it also makes me realize all the signals, connections, everything is at the end mathematics. So this makes my claim more stronger that mathematics is far better than biology. Then I would like to highlight onto the cognitive skills building section. Like in childhood, we used to have some problems like word problems or some puzzle type of questions, which were like mathematical, and they were basically to build more cognitive skills and more to build logical skills. And thus, I feel mathematics is far better as compared to biology. I would next like to highlight on some other concepts like AI, ML, data science, then visualization, Web 3, quantum computing. Everything is if you remove the mask, everything there's mathematics hidden behind them. AI, ML are basically mathematical algorithms, whereas Web 3 is itself some cryptographic algorithms, which itself is mathematics. Quantum computing, another branch of mathematics. So this makes me again believe that mathematics is better. When I have to, I would like to end by stating another great mathematician, Gregor Mendel, who has laid the foundation of genetics and probability, genetics to probability, which is entire base for genetic algorithms and like another like emerging field in biology itself. So I feel that I strongly believe that mathematics is far more better as compared to biology, and I rest my case. Over to Suhan.
I would like to start with a cheeky little quote. Math will help you count the fish in the sea, but biology will help you eat sushi without dying. So, while the points you made were really good, and I do have to agree that mathematics has helped bring humans to the stage that we are today, I don't think that makes mathematics better than biology. What you're essentially trying to say is that mathematics has helped with the technological development advancement of human beings as a species altogether, but has it been fundamental to humans or any life that has grown on planet Earth in general? I think the answer is no. In fact, mathematics itself is something that we have conceptualized and created. It didn't exist before. But biology is something that has existed before humans came into the picture as well. Now, here are a few other points that I would like to bring up. Biology is alive, mathematics is not. Like I mentioned, mathematics was created. A good example of that would be imaginary numbers itself. Imaginary numbers, there's a whole story behind how even the I, which is root of -1, was created. They were trying to solve an equation, and since it was not getting solved because they hit this roadblock where they got under root of -1, they said, oh, you know what, since you cannot actually get a physical representation of this, let's just imagine there's a letter called I and we'll take it forward. And yes, that helped us come to the stage of quantum computing and AIML and all of these other things, signals and systems, like you mentioned. It is not something that was needed as such. We created it along the way. Biology, on the other hand, has helped human life in many ways. Uh, like I said, it existed beforehand, so that is not something that we created. But doctors have helped, like, save so many people because of knowing biological concepts. Evolution happened regardless of mathematics. Yes, Gregor Mendel did help quantize what exactly is going on. What kind of child will be produced from which parents, maybe using probability and mathematics, but that was happening regardless of whether Gregor Mendel said, okay, this is what will happen. Uh, for now, that is that is the point I'd like to bring up.
And we could move to next phase, rebuttal phase.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. A great point, Swani. Yeah, rebuttal phase. We are still in the zone. Okay, we are still supporting our sides.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
would you like to start with any questions?
No, you begin.
Okay. Yeah. Suhani, don't you think the advance, like you mentioned, that we need more doctor, like doctor is a better profession, like to treat us. So don't you think mathematics has helped somewhere to build that, like from the previous tools which doctors were using? There are so many advancement, and they could cure a lot of diseases right now with the existing tools. Don't you think mathematics has helped more to that field?
It has definitely helped more, but you cannot say that it's better because that is like the only reason that doctors are able to help people. Even without mathematical knowledge back in ancient times, people did come up with methods that were more natural, you could say, and they were able to help human beings. Of course, mortality rates were much less back then, but that does not mean that you were not able to save human lives with basic mathematical knowledge. Sorry, biological knowledge. What mathematics has done is taken to the next step, but that does not make it better than biology. In fact, biology is fundamental.
Do you have any questions?
Yes. So you mentioned AIML, quantum computing, all of these things. It's great that we have access to such facilities and resources and technology like this today. But do you think that this was the only way humankind could have gone? I know this is more of a philosophical question,
Mhm.
and I'm practically questioning our existence and how we live today altogether. But imagine humankind as a species when they originated, take it all the way back to Homo sapiens. Do you think it was really needed that we come to this quantum computing stage? I mean, we could have just been some other creatures on this planet living peacefully.
Yes, I would like to agree to that. But if we see seen on other perspective, it is also making our lives easier, right? Like if I have to revolt, if I want to say that I don't want mathematics, I want to just be a normal life. It will be much difficult for me to survive in the 2025 era. So don't you feel in that way?
No, I mean, that was not my question. That, okay, you have to sort of assume that we are not the kind of humans that we are today.
Okay.
We would have been a completely different species, maybe with different interests and needs. Maybe we would not crave for whatever it is that we crave for today in 2025, which all of these facilities, provide and suffice.
Mm,
Because right now, as humankind, we have turned into the most dangerous species on this planet. And I agree when you say that these things have helped us. But again, look at the sentence. It says helped us. It is not helping anybody else. We are just furthering ourselves. And we have already managed to destroy a lot of other species. We are posing a threat to multiple others on this planet. And going forward, we are really just a threat to ourselves as well.
uh, and how is biology helping in that? Like, how do you say biology?
I did not say biology is
Okay,
helping in that.
okay, okay.
The argument that I started with is mathematics more fundamental or is biology more fundamental?
Yes.
Or more than fundamental, okay, think of it this way. I'm not trying to argue that biology is better than mathematics
Mm-hmm.
because both have different applications. But what I'm trying to tell you is biology is more real than mathematics.
Okay, okay, okay.
And mathematics was created by us, and then again I posed a new question: is it really needed? Like today, definitely we need it. We cannot live without
But
mathematics.
back then,
But let's say we go back to the evolution
yes,
stage,
yes, yes, yes.
philosophically understanding this. Do we really need mathematics? Do dogs, cats, birds, bees need mathematics? No,
Yes.
they just need bio. They know how to reproduce. They have survival instincts, and that's more than enough, and they're happy on this planet.
Yes. Yeah, if we go to that,
In fact, they are what help us. We don't help them, but they help us cure diseases. They help us with our food, everything else, even a whole ecosystem where the environment cleans itself, protects itself, prevents natural disasters from happening.
yeah, I would like to. Yeah, I don't really have any answer to that.
It's a little bit of a curveball, I know.
Yes, uh, but I think change is the only constant, and like the advancement,
Yeah.
the way we are evolving with ourselves. I think we should not really. like leave mathematics wholly aside, and we should just go along with the change. Like if you ask me about the very prehistoric time, like when the world was created, yes, for that moment I would say maybe biology was more concerned, maybe more concerning. But as the world is changing, we should evolve with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to ask you one question. Don't you think mathematics build a more cognitive and logical building than the biology? Like in school level, I'm not speaking about some big level. Like in school, while solving puzzle, solving some questions, don't you think that is helping to build the cognitive skills?
It is. I mean, that is one thing that I cannot just hand to you and say, okay, exclude mathematics and then figure out a way that students or young children can keep themselves busy and, develop their neural connections and grow smarter. Definitely, I cannot argue with that because the basis of all of that is analytical thinking, mathematics. There are other aspects to it as well. You can say language skills also, and language is a whole other human thing and tendency. But yeah, mathematics definitely helps in that area. But maybe that's again because we started thinking in that direction and we did not think of anything else. So we don't know what else could have maybe helped further our brain power, cognitive ability.
Yeah, that is it. Do you have any questions? Yes.
But also, like I was just saying, I'd like to add
Mhm.
that when we came up with all this, like the first person that you would consider smart, how did he grow smart? Through his life experiences, right?
Hmm.
And everything that's going on in our brains, even right now, is really just biochemistry at its finest. So, actually, that makes me think like, where did maths really come from if we go deep into our cells,
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the next stage?
Yeah. Next stage is thinking. Feedbacks.
Feedbacks.
Actually, yeah, it
I
also
mean,
makes me think now. How did maths start? Do you know how
yeah.
it started?
I'd like to read up on this actually.
Yeah, we have a phase at the end where we
Maybe
do
we
chat
could do a
GPT.
tiny follow-up discussion and attach it to the end of this video.
Yes, completely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to mention there's a last phase of chat GPT or internet where we go on the internet, we research whatever we want, and then we come back and discuss. So we could do in that phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And what is feedback stage?
Feedback. Whatever we had spoken till now, we are giving feedback to each other, and mostly negative and also positive.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Uh,
Okay, you can go first.
yes. I really liked how you started with the quote, even being the first debate. Like you were so good with the quote, and like it was like a conversation you're having, and I was like most
Yeah.
like you wanted to convince somebody, and I wanted to just say it. So that was something I wanted to convey, whereas you tried to convince. So that is one thing I would surely learn from you throughout this journey. And you seem very there
Thank
was
you.
a lot of clarity in you that I really liked. And for bad negative side, I don't really have any negative today, but I'm sure that I'll find it from the next
Yeah.
debate. Yes, for my side,
Cool.
I have
Awesome.
something negative. That one question that you asked me about life and biology,
Okay.
that time I took a long time to come up with something to evade that answer. But eventually there was no answer as such, but I gave something and went ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like you were on the right track actually. I noticed that
Hmm.
when you started answering, you were on the right track, but you didn't have enough time to recover, or maybe like the right sentence to say. But you could
Yes.
have definitely come back from that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my feedback to you is I won't say anything about your debating. It was really good. Your communication skills are really good as well. Your English is good also, which is like a really good thing to have because most people have debated with. They really think it's all about arguing and they forget that they need to be clear in their speech. Their English and vocabulary needs to be good. These are all your good points. In terms of improvements,
Hmm.
I want to talk about certain points that you brought up. Like you said, Gregor Mendel,
Hmm.
but you labeled him a mathematician,
Yeah.
which is fine because he was one. But you could have also brought up the point that not only did he like do mathematics and he established what did you say?
Heredity.
Genetic algorithms.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You could have actually gone in depth and thrown me off by giving me the example of he knew biology the best and he used mathematics to
Oh.
quantize those.
Yes.
those chromosomes and everything, right?
Yes.
And then he calculated and he took it further. So because of mathematics, obviously biology only, but adding mathematics to it, today we can have cross species, hybrid vegetation, all of
Mm.
that. And we eat these fruits and vegetables, seedless fruits, everything.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have come up with various vaccines, diseases. All of these things are because of that could have been a good example. Another great example that is I thought of was just a second.
Yeah.
I'll be back just a second.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Hello.
Sunny. Yes.
Yeah, maybe you could cut this part out because the housekeeping is here.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah. Can you hear them?
A little, not much.
Okay, if you
No,
can,
I can't
then
hear now. I think it's
okay,
fine.
okay.
It's fine. Even with the noise, it is fine. Like, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is another good
Example.
example or point would have been without mathematics, we could never reach space exploration.
Hmm.
And if we could not reach space exploration, we could not explore other planets.
Yes.
That could have never been achieved with biology itself because the whole point that I was trying to argue with was we would have been happy on planet Earth, we would have kept other species safe, we would have been in a good ecosystem.
Hmm.
There was no need for us to reach to this stage of advancement that we have today. But at the same time, while that is a good point that I made, you could have said that space exploration is another great point for survival. Yeah,
Yes. If something happens.
because biology is most correct. Every plant, every animal, they have one thing in common: survival skills.
Hmm.
Everybody evolves for survival, and space exploration, I feel like, is the next stage of survival.
Damn. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually thought of space exploration when you asked me that question. Like, the very first question that you asked me. But then I did not know how to connect it to space exploration. But the way you said about survivors instincts and then connecting, it would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Correct.
Yeah. Any other feedbacks?
No, that's it. This is such a great idea. Honestly, this is so fun. Also,
Thank you, Swani. Thank you. So can we go to the next phase?
yeah, sure.
Next phase is thinking from the other perspective. What you would have said if you were in mathematics side. What I would have said in
I
mathematics.
think we already did that,
Uh,
right?
but if yeah, we already did that. But we just give 1 minute to think if you can come up with more points. Like think, take
Or
it.
I'll think, but mostly I'd thought of already, so I gave you the ones that I had. Maybe
Okay.
you can think of some.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to think of some points for you.
Okay. All right.
Suhani? Yeah. Uh, did you think like
Oh, you've come up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just one point I came up with when I asked you the question about don't you think that mathematics is better in logical perspective as compared to biology? Maybe you could have given me examples. Like, it is not always the case. Like, for example, if there's a question why polar bears have more furs, you can't really solve it to mathematical deduction, but you require some biological insight. Like, it's more cold there, so they have furs. So some backup. Like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that is something I
All
wish you
right.
could have said. Yeah.
Which question was this? The
uh,
cognitive ability one?
yeah, I asked you, like, in childhood, don't you think mathematics build more cognitive skills than as compared to biology? Then you could have given me that there are many other issues which could be having some logical biological logics as an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought more of in the direction that cognitive ability is not this simple. This is like common sense, or okay, not even common sense, like you said, logic.
Yeah, yeah.
But I thought of more of in the way like how a 3-year-old will start with the most basic kind of mathematics. 2 plus 2 is 4.
Uh-huh.
Then he'll move on to multiplications, divisions, then you come to fractions, and you go up and up and up till you reach 11, 12, and imaginary numbers. And you have to agree, all of this makes you so quick and smart with calculations, and
100%.
simple logic and bio will never do that for you. So I thought that's the question you were trying to
Uh-huh.
ask me.
Yes,
Yeah.
but try to come up with
Like
at least
how do you
some.
basically, you're a com student, right? You
Yes,
must be
yes,
familiar with neural network. You are, sorry, you're
yes,
familiar with neural
yes.
networks. So how do you make that neural network faster, smarter? How do you develop more connections without biology? You can't.
You can't.
I don't think you can, at
You
least.
can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
actually, if you go to see, it is wholly come to through biology, like the full concept, like we already
Exactly.
talked
That's
about.
why I was actually trying to figure out through ChatGPT or like just the internet right now. Okay, how did math actually originate? How did humans even come up with
Yes,
that?
yes. Okay, next we'll go to the next phase where we ask a simple group discussion, like what do you feel, what is more important, or just a unbiased opinions.
Unbiased
Yeah.
opinions. Actually, I quite like. I found this topic so funny because I would have loved to see an engineer and a medical student like debate on this.
Yes.
But that would have been an interesting discussion.
Yeah.
But I think we also did pretty well.
Yeah.
I hope. The
Yes.
only way to know is if some engineer or sorry, biological student, medicine student watches this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what were we discussing?
uh, what do you think is more important, mathematics or biology, or what do you like more?
I would personally go for mathematics,
Yes.
like unbiased opinion. Because obviously, I'm an engineer. I just can't say no. Uh, but again, like my whole point that I brought up, I did not force that. I genuinely believe that biology is more real. We definitely made mathematics up. It is not fundamental to our understanding. Uh, Normal logic, like you said, like oh, polar bear has more fur because he's in a colder weather, or let's say um,
Just an
carnivorous
example, yeah.
animals, they have smaller intestines because
Yes.
they digest like heavier meats. You
Yes.
don't need math for that. That's simple logic.
Logic, yeah, yeah.
But then when it comes to real calculations and figuring out why the sun moves in this direction
Hmm.
at this time itself is because of mathematics.
Time.
And time is so crucial to our
Yes,
lives right
yes.
now. I cannot imagine how it would be without that. Even we have a biological clock, but okay, there it's a biology point. See, it's all like interconnected. It's
Interconnected,
so
yes.
hard to pick a side.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. If I have to answer what do I like more, yes, I would support mathematics more than biology. But then you made me, that those some points made me believe that, yes, we could live without mathematics, but not without biology. Yeah,
true. That is definitely true.
yes. So yeah, it was a good discussion. We'll go through the next phase,
Yeah.
ChatGPT phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So in ChatGPT phase, basically you bring any points that you missed because we just did impromptu thinking, right? We didn't go to internet.
Yeah.
So any other points,
Mhm.
or if you want to find out any other thing like mathematics, how it started, you could do it now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's
All
go.
right. Okay.
Two more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any points?
Yeah, you.
I got a
Right.
good
So,
points from mathematics
okay.
side. I've also forgot to mention about
Oh,
money. I could have mentioned about money and finance.
okay.
That was a really good point. And
Yeah.
I could have used better terms like when I was saying about AI, ML, data science, Web3, quantum computing. I would have used a term called as foundation, which is a very simple term, but it could have the entire foundation behind all this is mathematics, which could given a much more impact. I assume. uh, and
Okay.
and that question which you have asked me, I could have maybe answered in a way that, for this debate we are considering biology as a subject, and I don't think as a subject it would help us to like basic needs, like maybe uh, basic things like reproduction and all. Like we don't really need a subject for that, right? So maybe I could have maybe come out of the
Okay.
question from there.
So I have something to say on this. You saying biology is a subject is a great tactic. Honestly, I'll have to hand it to you. But it wouldn't be very productive for the debate. Like I personally wouldn't like it as much because keeping it broad helped us go into
Hmm.
more
Hmm.
philosophical discussions,
Yes.
which made the debate more interesting.
Yes.
If you had kept it to like subjects,
Mm-hmm.
then it would have got gone in a very narrow,
Narrow.
straightforward manner.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but it's a great tactic. Like if you're in a competition, you
Uh-huh.
have to use this. It's called defining the subject. So whatever topic has been handed to you, each participant has the liberty to actually define what it means for them, and
Mhm.
that way you can control where the debate is going.
Okay. 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 Yes. I didn't know this. Yes.
In terms of
And how do
oh,
you escape such scenarios? Like you don't have any answer, then how do you escape from that?
usually you can't escape as such. You can try following that if it's okay with you, or you can try building your own argument, saying, okay, subject fine, but broaden it out a little. Like I don't think you can consider biology as just a subject. I mean, where did it even come from? Maybe
Hmm.
you can start like that,
Yeah.
or you can say even the subject itself. Whatever we learn genetics, we learn reproduction, we learn how plants work, we learn basic things that we are not supposed to do as humans that may pose a risk to our life.
Hmm.
All that we learn through simple biological understanding. Maybe you could take the discussion in that manner.
Yes. Yes.
But those are really good points. In terms of what we were discussing, like
Uh,
how did math even come about?
yeah. Yeah. Did you
I
go
got
complete?
some really great answers on ChatGPT, but like I'm not sure if it's just saying what it thinks it is,
Uh-huh.
but it seems kind of right.
Right. Okay.
I'll read out a few of these ones. Did you find anything?
No. No. I was just finding the points. I didn't find that. Yeah. You could go ahead.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So, okay, what it says is if you strip mathematics down to its absolute origins, it didn't actually come out of nowhere. It grew naturally out of like how early humans survived, traded, built,
Mm.
and tried to make sense of patterns in the world. One thing is, counting for survival. So, like hunters and gatherers, imagine you send 30,000 years ago, you sent a couple of your tribe members hunters hunting out, and only a few of them made back. You're already counting in your head.
Head. Head. Yes.
See,
Yes.
like we don't know what numbers are, but we just okay, like few of them are missing. So counting is very, very natural to
Counting is
human
so.
beings.
Yes. Yes.
Even when we were small in school, the first thing we learned was ordinal numbers and then cardinal numbers.
Yes.
Then we have, oh sorry, was it first cardinal numbers then ordinal numbers?
What is cardinal ordinal? Ordinal. Uh, aren't they
I think
categories?
cardinal was like one, two, three, and ordinal was first, second, third, like that.
Uh-huh. I don't know about this.
So
Usually in data science, ordinal
you
ordinal
do, but
terms are
yeah,
ordinal terms are those which has order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
correct. So it's like yeah.
Yes, and cardinal terms are
Uh,
there's an other word for it, nominal. Nominal, they don't really have an order.
Nominal, yeah. It's just a number,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly. The second point that we brought up, which makes sense again, is shapes and distances. So early humans noticed the sun and moon cycles. I just mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
Time,
Time.
that concept came about, and geometry wasn't like something that just existed, definitely, but pattern recognition existed in our brains
Yes.
since always,
Yes.
and I think that's true for every other species on the planet as well, at least the ones with a higher level of consciousness, what we say. So they said that pattern recognition is really essential for finding prey, avoiding danger,
Mm-hmm.
and that just evolved into geometry. And they also bring up Greeks and Babylonians,
Mm-hmm.
and we are very familiar with a particular such guy, if you know the name.
Who?
Starts with E, a mathematician who invented the most basic of formulas and geometrical
E.
rules.
Euclid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Euclid. He came up with the most basic rules, and that's where it all started from. So, what it says right now is mathematics is just pattern recognition on steroids. And it makes sense.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are a couple of points that I found out.
Yes.
Oh, a really interesting fact that I found out was nobody, like, they didn't just invent Pythagoras theorem actually,
Mm-hmm.
like how we were taught in school, a square plus b square is equal to c square.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, I guess through trial and error, they used ropes, right?
Mm.
Because when they were building all those pyramids, they had to do these measurements, and mathematics as such didn't exist back then.
Mm-hmm.
So they took these ropes and they had each of size like 3 knot spaces, 4 knot spaces, and they knew if they use the 5 knot space like that, they will be able to create perfect right angles,
Uh,
and that's where it originated from, which is
so,
really cool.
which is very cool. Very cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were some really great points, and like we handled this topic very well. Do you have anything else to add, Suhani, or how did you like the
No, I
activity?
think that's it.
Just
Yeah.
asking. Did you have fun?
Again, like I've said this 5 times already, but I love this activity. It's actually fun. I was a bit nervous when I started because this is new, but it was great.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I will learn a lot of things from you, to be very honest. And yeah.
That means a lot, you saying that. Yeah.
Yes. So when can you join? Like Monday, weekdays, right? Just message me
The thing
whenever
is,
you.
I'll make time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. 1
There
hour.
might be a bit of a disturbance, but I'll try.
Yes. Yes. Works. Okay. Yeah. So we could
Okay,
sign off for today. Anything to add on the topic,
cool.
mathematics versus biology?
Is this officially a debate then?
Uh, what do you mean? Oh,
No,
oh,
like, are you considering this or
yes,
is
yes,
this just
yes,
a
hundred
trial
percent,
run?
100%, 100%, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're uploading
yeah,
this?
I'll upload. I'll
Okay.
upload. Okay, yes.
Okay.
So it was great
Oh,
having.
please edit out the unnecessary parts. We stopped in between and everything, and
Okay,
when the housekeeping came in.
okay, yes. I will
Yeah,
do. I will do that. Huh? Yeah. So it was great having you, Swani. See you next week,
yeah.
and bye. Take
Thank you
care.
so much for
Yes.
asking me. Bye bye.
Bye.